hustle. Every day, all day. This is how. This is 97.9, the BOX.
Oh. Hi, what's up?
I'm so sorry. They told me 7:30, but they did not say Central. So I was on your page like an hour ago waiting. So I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry I had you waiting early.
No, I don't want nobody thinking like, oh, who she thinks she is? She got us sitting on here waiting. No.
No, guys, don't worry. It's fashionably late. We all get a couple minutes.
No. I apologize. I didn't know we was doing Central time.
Fine. So wait, you're in.
I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Y'all are an hour ahead of us?
Yeah, it's 8:39 here now.
Oh, I'm tripping. I totally forgot. I haven't been to Atlanta. I'm not gonna lie, but I know y'all are fully open over there, right? Too.
Yeah, I don't remember it shutting down. It probably. I think when quarantine first happened back in like February-ish of last year, I was here and it was shut down for real. And I went back to South Carolina, but I don't know how long that lasted because when I came back,
how long you gone for in South Carolina? That's where you're from, right?
Yeah, I think I probably stayed home. I might stay home the whole summer, like all the way to the end of the summer.
Okay, how was that? How is it going back home? Is it everything like totally different for you now because you popping?
No, it's the same.
No?
I kind of like, even from like the clubs and stuff, like I kind of always been well known at home, so not much changed. I guess like the difference would be like the younger kids now, like knowing who I am and stuff. So that is a little different.
And your songs and everything going crazy on TikTok. We're gonna talk about music, all that stuff and everything. Oh, by the way, I'm Young Jas. I'm in Houston here.
Renni, big Renni, the biggest.
We live 97.9 The Box. Look, I'm excited, Renni too. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be in Houston soon.
When?
I'm gonna check and I'm make sure I DM it to you and everything so we can link up.
Yes, let's link up for real.
I think it's next month. I think it's sometime next month. Honestly, I'm gonna be somewhere called Ghost.
Ghost? Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Are you gonna perform or are you just doing an appearance?
Yeah, I think I'm performing. I think I am. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, y'all, because I ain't sure.
Okay, like, look,
I'm gonna have to come by and stuff.
Yes, definitely. We'll pull up. I'll grab people from the station and everything. We'll come support you for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's talk about. We're gonna have to run it back for people who do not know you. Let's talk about your. How did you get the name?
Okay, so Renni. Okay, this was my. Everybody who don't know, like I was a dancer before, exotic dancer or whatever. But I had a name first, and this girl took my name, so I needed a new name. And my middle name is Renee. So I kind of still wanted it. I don't know, for some reason, something just told me, like, still make it something like a little personal, like make it like you want it to be a brand, like, because at that time, like, honestly, I was just in hustle mode. I wasn't looking at the club, like, just the club. Like, I was looking at, like, we could do pole dancing classes. We could do pole studios. Like, I was really thinking about branding and, like, being something bigger than the club. So I wanted my name to be something that I could market, you know what I'm saying? Not just, like, the regular, typical dancer names. They'd be, like, Lollipop and all kind of
For sure.
So my middle name is Renee. So I was like, no, I don't want to use my real name. But a lot of people mispronounce my name and they say Renni. So I just went with that and I just changed the spelling of my middle name to be that or whatever. And the Rucci part, like, I was just online shopping while I'm doing all of this. And I'm like, Renni ain't enough. Like, it don't sound like it sound like a name. It don't sound like a brand.
You need
yeah, I'm like, it needs something else. And I just put the R with the Gucci instead of, I'm like, Gucci, no, somebody like, that don't even sound right, whatever. And for some reason, I don't know what made me do it, but it was like, put the R there.
So you came up with it just like off the string, like that was
it was like, I don't know, it was just a randomness, like, this what it is.
But it works and it's fire.
It stuck. I tried to change my name one time, probably a year after I had been calling myself Renni Rucci, and I think I changed it to like my Instagram name. Not like, I just changed my Instagram name to like That Courtney Love or something like that. I can't remember. Everybody was like, change your nname back. What is this?
What's wrong with that though? I like That Courtney Love.
I don't know. That was like, change your name back, and I was like, yep, this the brand. This the one for it right here.
It's like you, because I know you've been calling yourself the Biggie.
Well, I was calling myself Big Renni. Like, my first mixtape and everything, like, it was called Big Renni. Like, that's what I was calling myself or whatever. So then, like, everybody start calling themselves big. And I spoke about it in the interview. I'm like, I fuck with that. Like, I think that's dope, whatever. But I'm the biggest. Like, so then I started calling myself the biggest. I've just been for some months now or whatever. So that's how that came about. Just, appreciating everybody else. I ain't the first person to call myself big, but, I kind of, like, solidified that. Like, I stamped that for myself, So I'm like, no, I'm the biggest now.
You the biggest?
Yeah, I'm big. I'm the biggest now.
You doing it now too? Okay, so wait, for people who don't know too, like what was the very first like video or like song, like biggest thing that you saw pop off?
For me, it was when I jacked Lil Baby's freestyle.
Yeah, that was hard.
So like I had jacked a couple beats before. That's how I got my deal. I got my deal off jacking beats. Like I got signed and I did not have like one full song out. Like no original content. Nothing.
Just off the freestyles.
Yeah.
And wait. This was on a Lil Baby freestyle and not signed to the same label as
Yeah. Everything came so, and then you know what's so crazy? Like one of my last birthday party in the strip club, Lil Baby performed. Like life just came like so full circle. It was crazy. It was crazy.
And it came for you quick. I feel like what do you feel like it was quick, or you feel like no, it was
I mean, I feel like it's like every situation, like it looked quick, but you know, you don't really know like what
people
like,
find it behind the scenes, of course.
Yeah, it looked quick from when people start seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like right now, you know, even with like the situations going on right now, it's like, oh, who are you? Nobody know you, whatever. But my fans been with me for damn near 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like it just depends on when you tap in and when you know somebody. It ain't never overnight. It ain't never quick. Nobody ever just pop up.
Right. And so how did you actually like start taking rapping serious?
I wanted to get out the club, honestly. And I pursued music a few times before, and it just like, you know, for me, it was like timing was everything. Like that was a true saying. It really applied to my life. Like, and it shows now because the times I tried to pursue it before, it just didn't stick. Like either my financial situation wasn't in the right space, because a lot of people I think don't really understand, like when you an independent artist, like it really take a lot of money to make money, and make music, period. Mm-hmm. Fuck, listen,
looking good, makeup, all that stuff, it costs.
Even before we get to that, like studio time and, you know, like paying for beats, paying to get shit mixed and mastered. I don't know if I'm supposed to be cursing or not.
You can curse. We Instagram, you good.
Okay. So like I didn't know that when I first started pursuing music. Like I didn't know that or whatever. And my kids were really young, you know, so that was the first time that I tried it. That was my biggest thing. Like my kids were just so young, and I didn't realize like the demand it needed for you to be away from home. I couldn't do it. So then when they got a little older, I went to pursue it again, and it was like my financial situation wasn't where it needed to be. So, you know, life took me other places. I went somewhere else. I ran me up a bag, and it was time for me to transition into something where I wanted a career. Like I want to build something. I want to be able to like actually have something to talk about. It really was career day for one of my kids, and what are my kids supposed to go talk about? Like, you know, they're supposed to come talk about their mom and dad, you know, like what they do. Like my kids can't go in there talking about what I do. And that really put a lot of things into perspective for me. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, you know what, like, let me take this serious. Mm-hmm. But I had a manager at the time who was managing me in the clubs, and he had been telling me like, you need to get back on your music. Like, just take it serious. Like, you know, Cardi popping right now. That lane is wide open. It's, you know, just take it serious. Listen to me. And his name Cash. Shout out to Mogul Mindset. If it wasn't for him pushing me and staying on my ass, like, I wouldn't be here.
And he's your manager now?
No, but that's like, we've been friends for years. He my family.
Okay, bad.
Yeah.
Wow. So you've come so far, and like you are doing it now. Can't Be is on fire. Everybody on TikTok is blowing up talk as well. So this is just
that happened out of nowhere.
That happened.
I don't know. I just woke up the other morning and I saw like all the videos, and I was like, damn, because talk been out for damn near 2 years.
Yes. Wait. So was it the that did the dance? He had on like black with like, I don't know if it was it him that's like the first one that started going viral?
I don't even remember, because the one that I saw, it was an edit. Like, you know how like the fan pages make the edits of like the rappers and stuff. It was an edit, and it took me to like, I clicked the sound and I saw all the other videos, and I was like, damn, like they making videos to this, like, let me go make me one. So now like they just keep coming and they don't stop, and it's crazy because I recorded that song so long ago and I never really released it. I only put it on YouTube. So now we getting it released for y'all. It's coming on Apple Music, but the crazy part is like my album that I'm finishing, it was gonna be on my album anyway.
Okay, wait a minute. It was gonna be on there, but so you must have had a feeling or known it was gonna be popping.
Well, when I recorded it pre-pandemic, so it was supposed to be going on the project that I recorded that we were going to release. It was going to be the outro for the project, and it's still going to be the outro for this project. The concept of the project has really remained the same, but you know, everything kind of got pushed back because of the pandemic. So now we just finishing it up, and that was one of the tracks that I said, oh, it's still going on there.
Yes. And somebody said, look, we ready for the album. Renni, what? Oh, do you have a name for the album already too, right?
Real Bitch Radio.
Real Bitch Radio. Hold up. And so, is it completely done?
Yeah, I think the hardest part about this album, y'all, is really picking the songs because it's so many. I'll probably change my mind about the track list maybe like 5 times right now.
Wait a minute. So you had like, how many did you have to start from?
Okay, so altogether, I probably, like, songs that I picked to go for, like, the listening, like, which ones we gonna pick was probably, like, 45, 50 songs. Oh. We got it down to 17 songs.
Okay.
But I'm still, like, let's give them some more. Let's put some more.
You can give us the deluxe, too.
Yep, so that's, I'm thinking about that. Like, we figuring things out, you know, and we could still do another mixtape because, you know, like, you're in radio, so, you know, a lot of the times, it's good mixtape music and it's album music. So I tend to make mixtape sounding music because I'm so like just you know. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe even another mixtape could come from the rest of them. But all the while, I'm still recording. So sometimes it's like I might record a song yesterday and be like, I want that on the album. Like.
So most of the music on there is like, is it newer or is it like stuff you did in the pandemic?
Most of it is newer because a lot of the songs that first I didn't really record much in the beginning of the pandemic. But a lot of the recording that I did during the pandemic was just like a lot of features and shit like that. What I want to say that album music really came, you know, recently.
Okay, this is a question because I ain't an artist, obviously. How can you tell the difference between when something is a mixtape vibe or like this for the album?
I just feel like it's a little more polished. Like the sound, it doesn't need a lot of it doesn't have like that much profanity in it. It's not too vulgar. Just especially when you think about singles for an album, you know, you got your songs in there that you know will never get played on the radio. On the album, you know, sometimes they just be a little too much. But even like with the beats, like some of the beats just like you just need a little more like of a polished sound for an album, in my opinion. But I'm like being me, I still try to stay true to who I am as an artist, and a lot of my shit is just like gritty. Like I'm in your face with it. I'm talking that shit. It's that.
You was talking it too. Look, somebody said somebody said earlier they found out about you from doing the beatbox freestyle. What made you hop on that beat? Honestly, I did a freestyle to it too. It's live. Decided that you was gonna do it.
You know, it was just trendy. It was trending at the time, and given the situation, like I ain't really gonna speak on the situation, but given the situation, I feel like it was the proper way to address the situation since that's what it was on.
And it was addressed on point. That's all we gotta say about it.
Yeah, we don't got to talk about it. At the end of the day, I salute everybody doing their thing, but we all rappers, like, and that's what we supposed to do. We supposed to rap, so.
I feel like it should be all love too. Like, there's room for everything.
That's it. Like, I think a lot of people made the situation way deeper than what it was, because it's not like I don't have no bad blood with nobody. I have no beef with nobody. Like, it's not a beef. We just rapping.
Like, it's no real issue.
Yeah, it's just rap. Like. Anybody who felt some type of way about it, I felt like they should have rapped about it. It is what it is. Like, we all can get in the booth.
Yeah. So wait, you would be down to go back in the booth? More songs?
Would I be down? I mean, I feel like that's what we're supposed to do. But at this
point. Uh-oh. Are we back?
Yeah, we back.
Somebody was trying to cap on us. Continue. My bad, Renni. Go ahead.
At this point for that, no. Like, it's like I feel like everything that needed to be said for that situation is over with. But I'm open to that. Like, that's what we supposed to do. I feel like people like kind of have gotten a little too sensitive with like music and artists and hip hop. Like, this is how this started. Like,
yeah,
on the corner going back and forth. Like, this is where it's derived from. So the competitive, you know, competition of it, like, it's still friendly. It's like I ain't gotta want to really fight this girl or none of that. Like, it's not that. We're just rapping.
Yeah. And I feel that too. I feel like you want to really, because of the music and all that stuff. Like, it don't have nothing else but that.
That's it. It's just about the music. That's it.
And you said the next project coming up is called
Real Bitch Radio.
Real Bitch Radio. I knew it was Real Bitch radio? I had to be sure. So wait, do you have some radio interludes on there, Renni? You should have called me. See?
Listen, wait, we might be able to still put you on there.
For real?
Yeah.
So it's not done. Well, you said it's done.
It's done. It's done. But we could.
You gotta have some real big shit on. You could. Do you have?
Listen, it's a lot of surprises on there. It's a lot of surprises on there. But what I'm saying is, all the paperwork ain't finished. So.
Okay, call me. Hold up. You got.
Yeah.
After this for sure.
We gotta get one of those a fire skit.
Let's go. We could do that. So you don't have any on there?
I do have.
You can say without saying who it is though.
Yeah, I do have. Like, it's a lot of cool little
stuff
things between. Yeah.
As well as features, or is this?
Yeah, we got features. I did get like some good features for this because my first 2 projects didn't really have a lot of features, and I didn't want a lot of features because I feel like being a new artist, I kind of needed to show like I could hold my weight by myself. Let me show y'all what I could do, whatever. And this being my first album, I really wanted it to be like a well-rounded.
Yep. Do you have a date for it? Somebody said, give us a date, sis.
Hopefully next month, because it was supposed to be the end of this month, honestly, but I'm gonna tell y'all that was my fault. Me being the true Libra that I am.
What you mean?
Libras are so indecisive, and a lot of things that I needed to make decisions on, I couldn't. Like, even down to getting it to 17 songs, like it was so hard for me to pick. Like, and then being an artist too, like you feel like every song is just as good as the last one. It just was. It's like I never wanted to stop adding songs to it.
You have a total like creative control over what all the stuff.
Yeah, like my label really lets me be who I am.
That's what matters. That's important. What is it like for you being the first lady of the Wolfpack? Being around everything.
I don't know, because I'm really like one of the homies, so it's not really like a difference, like I don't know. And then like again, we all live like completely different lives. I got 2 kids. I'm not from here, so I'm a homebody. I don't really like interact too much. I be like in the studio or in the house until it's time to work. Like but I love them. They all treat me. They all respect me. They all treat me well. I'm older than most of them.
What?
Yeah, I'm like the big sister.
So you're going to have some songs with maybe some label mates, possibly?
Probably, maybe.
It's going to be big. It's going to be big. It's going to be, I already know. Kids too, did you have to do the virtual school and stuff with them, or did dance school? When
they first started school back, it was all virtual. Mm-hmm. Then they ended up going like physically 2 days out the week. So now they do 1 day virtual and 4 days out the week.
Oh.
It's been hectic.
Huh?
It's been hectic.
I know.
My daughter literally just like last Wednesday, she had to get picked up from school early because the school called and said like she had come in close contact with someone who caught corona. So I'm guessing someone in her class got it. Yeah. And they sent all the kids in her class home, but they were like, they come back to school Monday. I'm like,
that's it?
She need a quarantine, right?
In fact, my mama was about to do the same thing. My little sister is like 6 years old. So like we went through trying to do the school stuff with her at home. Then they said you had to make the decision. Like you couldn't do both. It had to be either or. So she goes back now. But yeah, every other week they'll be like somebody has it. So it's kind of.
I really wanted my kids to do all virtual, like, because they gave you the option too. Like, and I really wanted them to do all virtual, but they didn't want to do that. And I understand, like, it's kind of like, you're not going to be as motivated to sit and look at a computer all day long if you're not interacting and stuff. So whatever keeps them like focused on school, we're trying to fit, like, I'll work around it.
Mm-hmm. What about as you get bigger? What about when kids will stay in school, or do you think they're down to get home?
Honestly, I don't know, but it's whatever they would like to do. Even though I would like for them to be homeschooled, yeah, I still just believe in like keeping them happy and, as much stability. Like they have never been homeschooled, so that would be something completely different for them. And I really do believe in like stability, which is why they still in South Carolina. Like they work here during the summertime, and I'm here a lot for work, so I go home a lot. But they've been going to that school since they started school. They've been knowing their same friends, and it's just like stability means a lot for me. I'm not going to uproot you and bring you to a new place and we here by ourselves, and I'm working all the time. So, like whatever would make them happy and keep them like still stable.
Oh, see that's how you interest, stability, consistency, all that stuff. Those definitely. Look, Rennie, I'm gonna let you go now. Thank you so much for tapping on. Look, wait, before you go to when you said next week?
No, I'm be here next. I'm be there next month. I'm gonna DM you the date.
Okay, bet. DM.
But I'm gonna say, yeah, we gonna link. We got to link.
Yes, I'm trying. Real Bitch Radio. I'm ready for Real Bitch Radio. First.
No, you gotta come. We gotta do a listening or something before it drop down there.
Yes, for sure. Please do. Let me know when you come in, and we're gonna make sure we set you all up. And tonight we're gonna drop Can't Be at 9:00. Oh wait, that's the last question before I go. Can't Be. It's on fire. The single is up. How did that song all come about? And tell people if they don't know like the sample what it is.
Well, one, everybody should know Girls Them Sugar. Everybody should know that song.
Yes.
Everybody should know like that's a vibe. I don't care when that song come on. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care how you feeling. That song makes you like feel good. So when I got the beat and I heard the sample that was in it, I was like, oh, ain't no way I'm passing this up. Like it's in no way I'm not doing this beat. But I like me talking the shit the way that I talk shit. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to put that twist on it. Like I want to talk about something that they wouldn't even see coming on this.
Give them something different.
Yeah, so that's how we came up with the still like it's catchy, it's a vibe, and the ladies gonna love it because of the shit I'm popping. But even the men, like you can't help but sing to the song. Like you can't help it. It's one of those songs that's just like she talking shit. There's captions for days in there, you know. And if you don't know it before, you going back and you seeing what it was. If you knew the song before, it's like familiar. So it's like it was nothing but a win to me in my eyes.
Absolutely, it's sometimes I can't wait. I feel like it's going up now, but it's gonna go up even more now that we open up.
Yeah, when it get hot outside and everybody, you know, it's up. It's
and
up for real.
For days. That's important.
Captions for days. Listen, I've been listening to that song, get my little workout routine back together because I'm like, this is my song of the summer. And when I pop outside this summer, I gotta be, ooh.
I'm ready.
What?
Look, when you come to H-Town, we're gonna make sure we hook you up and set you up every way. Make sure you pop out. The biggest.
The biggest.
Thank you so much, Rennie. I appreciate you for tapping on too. I do.
Thank you. You have a good night.
I'm gonna see you in person soon too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.